Welcome back to the channel, boxing fans. So for 2024, two fights need to happen in the sport of boxing for boxing to regain somewhat of a reputation, because right now all the top guys are avoiding each other and it's just makes no sense at all. People are paying for these pay-per-views and huge money at the gates in person for fights that are absolutely meaningless. There's a reason that a guy, you know, gets or fights his way up to being the number one contender, the mandatory if you want. It says because he deserves to fight the champion, and somehow these fights are not happening. So the two fights that are an absolute must, or these two champions, both at super middleweight and welterweight, need to be stripped of their belts, are Canelo Alvarez fighting David Benavidez. This fight is 2 years overdue. And then there's Terence Crawford at welterweight needs to fight Jaron Ennis. I don't know why these guys are mentioning all kinds of other opponents other than their mandatories. Nobody gives a shit about Crawford fighting Charlo or fighting Canelo at 3 weight classes higher than where he's at right now. Fight the guy that's in your division, who's your mandatory, who deserves a shot at your belts. And if you don't like it, get out. Canelo Alvarez, same thing. He's going to fight Munguia. He's going to fight the other Charlo. He's going to fight whoever. Everybody except David Benavidez. That's your mandatory fight him. You fought Caleb Plant, who was not a champion at the time. Why wouldn't you give Benavidez a chance now? He's higher ranked than Plant. He beat Plant. In fact, he almost stopped him. And he should have stopped him if the referee had called the fight properly. So these two fights, these four guys need to meet up this year. For me, if either one of these two, Crawford or Canelo, fight anyone other than Ennis in the case of Crawford and Benavidez in the case of Canelo, I'm just plain not watching the fight. Never mind not buying it or showing up. I just won't watch those fights because they're laughing at us. They're going to get paid their millions to fight a nobody, to fight someone they know they're going to beat easily. So let's get boxing its reputation back, and let's get the right guys fighting the right guys. Mandatories against champions, nothing less. Stop jumping weight classes. When you beat the best guy who's running after your belt, you have a right afterwards to claim you're the best and move on to the next weight division and fight whoever you want. If not, give up your belts. You'll be known as a ducker and go fight whoever the hell you want. We won't give a shit at this point. So that's how I see it. Let me know how you see it. Like, comment, subscribe.